So I don't know if we're going. Oh, I think we are. Hey, what's up everyone on the YouTube internet shindig? In today's video, I want to talk about how we are maintaining our $250,000 a month business during the whole coronavirus. First thing is I'm gonna shoot my own videos. I can't figure out these buttons and wires and all sorts because my team are not in the office, but there are bigger things to talk about than just that. I've got a few things I'm doing right now to make sure we're not only just surviving, but thriving during this time. Let's get into it. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is John Penberthy. I help entrepreneurs and business owners get more customers online and do that profitably. If you enjoy what you see in this video, check out some others on the channel, subscribe to the channel, and check out a free training that I've got for you in the description box. But in today's video, like I've talked about, look, we are smack bang in the middle of this pandemic, right? The world hasn't seen something like this in a very, very long time. There's a lot of uncertainty, there's a lot of fear, there is a lot of panic. And so what I want to address in this particular video is specifically what I'm doing with my company. I've got another video coming out on the channel that's some examples of how we can pivot and adjust to this time. But what am I doing specifically? I want to share it with you because we're still managing to maintain a $250,000 a month company. And there's a few key things that we're doing to be able to achieve that. So I want to run you through those in this video. And if you get some value from it, then hey, that's why we're doing it. So let's get into it. So the first thing, which is probably going to come as no surprise, very obvious, we've closed the office. All right, so the team are not coming into the office. We're not doing anything from here except for the fact that I just drove 20 minutes to record these videos for you. And my wonderful filmmaker, Pete, he came here 2 days ago and set everything up. He gave me all these cues and things, telling me what I needed to do to actually work this machine, and I still couldn't figure it out. So that's the first thing, right? We've obviously closed the office. We're not using this stuff. Now we're in a very fortunate position to where my company and the things that we're doing, because we are basically all online anyway. It's all about running ads, building sales funnels, and coaching our students in an online environment. We've not been hit that hard, right? You know, working from home has not been too much of a stretch. You know, we've had to adapt. We've had to figure out some different things, but ultimately it's going pretty smooth at the minute, which I feel very, very blessed about. But that's the first thing, is obviously the team are working from home. And the second thing, which ties into that, is really figuring out and heightening communication, right? Like we had our systems for communication when we were in the office, right? Like there were certain times in the day where I would be available for the team to ask me questions, or certain times where we would, there was just some systems here in the office which go out of the window when we're working from home. So we just had to heighten communication, make sure that we are, well, especially Courtney, my GM, he's making sure that everyone is communicating with him on a regular basis, that everyone knows what they're doing, making it very, very intentional to bring someone in on a meeting if we're talking about something particular that we think that person may need to be in the loop about, right? Because what would have happened at the office is perhaps there would be an open conversation happening in the office, and someone else would overhear that and realize, oh, I've got a place in this conversation. Whereas online, we'd have to actually be intentional to invite those people. So it's things like that, and just heightening communication. We usually did one main team meeting a week. Now we do two. We open the week with one on Monday and we close the week with one on Friday. And then of course we're checking in, on a daily basis, but two bigger meetings. So that's something else, is just communicating more efficiently. And the third thing that we're doing, and look, this isn't some, revolutionary stuff that we're doing. I'm just, in case you're interested in hearing the behind the scenes. The third thing is that we're slowing down on hiring, right? Like we had some positions in the company that we were looking to fill. In fact, we were just about to pull the trigger on one, and we've decided to hold off now until we get past this current situation, right? Or at least we're in a more comfortable, situation. So because we just, the thought of hiring and training remotely. I know for some people watching this, you have remote teams, so you're used to this. We're not. We just prefer being in-house in our office. So there's one side of me that likes the idea of exploring training remotely, but the other side of my brain is telling me, actually, well, these positions that we would be doing, they're actually not essential right now. They're really, really not essential. They would have just been a luxury for the company. So we could, in theory, hold off. I would be totally open to training remotely if there was a position we absolutely needed, but that's not really the case as of yet. So yeah, there's one position that we're just kind of pausing on for now, and we'll revisit that in a few months' time. The fourth thing is Zoom. We're doing a ton of Zooms. Zooms? Is that a thing? Can I say I'm doing Zooms? You all know what I'm talking about. That application, Zoom, we are now, the world, the internet is crashing this software because so many people are using it. I'm probably on that application maybe 10 times a day right now for various meetings and webinars and things that we've got going on. So I'm getting very, very familiar with that platform. But that just comes back into the communication thing, right? You know, this is now a time where we can't, retract. We do need to be very present with each other and connecting. So we're actually doing that a lot on the business side, but also on the personal side too. Using Zoom quite a lot to connect with friends and family, make sure we're staying in touch. But the fifth and final thing, and saving one of the most important ones to last, is pivoting and adjusting during this time. All right, yes, we're doing all those things to kind of maintain, what we're doing, communicating, working from home, making sure that we're all still in the loop with each other, all that stuff's going on. But one of the biggest things is actually pivoting ourselves and adjusting to the current situation. If there are certain times that a webinar might not work now for various reasons, we're looking into that. If there are, there's just a whole host of things that we're trying to do to pivot and adjust. And we're also taking great benefit of the things that have happened as a result. Like, for example, ad costs on Facebook and YouTube have gone down for the first time in many, many, many years. So that's been super interesting to witness because a lot of companies aren't using ads during this time. So the auction for the clicks on Facebook and YouTube have gone down. So we're utilizing that. So we're pivoting and we're adjusting, and then we're also just helping our clients do the same thing. I've done a whole nother video on pivoting and adjusting during this time and some examples of what we've done. But just to throw a few of them at you. We've got a client of ours who's in the horse riding space. Look, you can't ride a horse during this time. You're not really supposed to be out of your house. So how are they going to continue to thrive in their business? They pivoted. They created a course that teaches horse riders how to maintain their skill while they're in lockdown and not able to be on their horse. People, fitness trainers and personal trainers bringing their training online. People in the seminar business bringing their conferences online. There's a whole host of examples that I could give you. I've done a whole nother video on it, like I said. But it's pivoting and adjusting. So you right now need to do the same thing as what we're doing to make sure that we're maintaining our company and actually thriving during this time. Is making sure that you are looking at the landscape of what you're doing and you're not getting stuck in your ways, saying, right, this is the way it's done, this is the way it's always been done, this is the direction we're going, and let's stick with that. No, it's about looking at the current situation and making adjustments where necessary. So that's pretty much it. Just a few things that we're doing currently to maintain what we're doing here. I do feel in a very blessed situation where our business has continued to thrive, where I know that there are a lot of other people out there that do not have that same luxury. Quick shout out to a good friend of mine, Anik Singhal, who's put together something called the Small Business Relief Fund that is raising money, of which myself and my team have participated in, to give aid and relief financially to those people who are in business and really struggling. So I just think he's heading up an amazing thing there. I'll leave a link to that if you want to go check it out. So that's pretty much it. Hope this was helpful for you. If it was, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notification, go ahead and leave me a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought of this video. It's the only way that I know that you're enjoying these, and it entices me to go ahead and record some more. And listen, if you are interested in becoming a client of ours so that we can help and coach you through this time, there is actually no greater time for you to invest in a coach and a mentor. Right? You need someone who can guide you through this period and have you shooting out the gate the other end. I'd love that to be me if you enjoy our stuff. So check out a training that I've got for you in the description box in the top comment. And I'll talk you through how I run my ads, my funnels, and position my offers. And then there's also a chance to hear about further coaching that I have if that would interest you. All right, with that, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in a future one.